I want to share some thoughts on how to deal with the crazy mind syndrome that we go through when we're under stress, especially in a difficult legal scenario. So I want to first deal with the past, with regrets about what happened, about what was done to us, about what we did, about an unfortunate circumstance over which we had no control. If we hold on to that regret and we hold pain about it, we hold anger, we hold fear, then that rules our life. We're a slave to the past. We're a slave to what happened before. Those thoughts and feelings keep churning in our subconscious. They may leave us with a kind of an inner wound. It leaves us with anxiety or fear around certain situations or people, or this wound can be easily triggered by another event, causing anger to arise, depression. When these regrets, other feelings about the past arise, here's what I recommend. First, be aware of them. And what I mean by that is take a deeper look and acknowledge, oh, this is here again, this regret, this fear is arising. And become more present. Become more present to your breath if you're breathing shallowly. Just take a deep, compassionate, self-loving breath. And you can use your hand the way I'm using my hand. This is soothing, caressing, as if you were a child and a beautiful, wonderful parent was holding you, stroking your hair, telling you it's okay. So this is part of a self-acceptance and going beyond self-acceptance. Really learning to fully love yourself, including everything you've ever done or said or thought in the past. It was what it was. It happened. There's nothing we can do to change that. If we want to live peaceful, loving lives, then we need to come to peace, come to a place of love and self-forgiveness or forgiveness of others regarding the past. So become more present. Feel into your body. What's happening to your body, inside or outside? Where is the pain, the anger, the fear in your body? The sense of constriction. And place a hand or two there. For me, it's often my throat and my belly, sometimes my heart. And keep going with that compassionate, self-loving breath, imagining the breath flowing right through that area. Just accepting that it's there and soothing, accepting, forgiving, loving. As if there were an angel here or a divine being blessing you, saying it's okay, all is forgiven, all is in the past. Be that for yourself. One of my areas of fear, just to share this with you, is from my early childhood when I was in a home with an abusive, alcoholic, ex-Marine stepfather for some years who hated me. He hurt me really, really badly, not just the whippings with the belt and beatings, but also threatening to kill me. I'll kill you, you little, you can imagine. And one time I remember him choking me. I used to hide in a closet to avoid being around him when he was drunk. So I've worked on this over many, many decades, and so this is one area where I have some tension and fear arising sometimes. So I work with this area a lot. And it's like I'm speaking to that little 5 or 6-year-old Dwayne. It's okay, you're safe now. And for the most part, I've forgiven him. He had been shot in the head in the Korean War, had alcohol problems, financial problems. I wasn't his kid. I actually went to meet with him when I was 27 years old. I found out where he was in a VA hospital and went and meet with him and interviewed him, and he told me I wasn't his kid. He was probably angry about me being there and having to support me when we were already struggling. Not to make that right, but to also have some compassion for him and the awful life that he had, the pain that he must have been in to hurt a child. So this is how I release, just acknowledge and lovingly be with whatever's arising, and it releases on its own in its own time. It might take a minute or two, it might take a half an hour. Some big issues can take continuous work for days or weeks. That's the way our inner world is. So going back in, compassionately being with and listening in dialogue with yourself. I hear you, I feel you. I'm here with you. Tell me if there's anything you want or need. Anything I can do for you right now. So another way to address the past is to learn from it. Our life is a learning journey, hopefully to a more rich and meaningful and peaceful and loving life. So with a bad situation, what could be the lesson? What could we take away from that? One thing I've learned is that we don't have total control of life. Things happen. We all die at some point, either becoming very ill or very old and losing capacities and functions, or a sudden event. So for me, it's finding the things that are truly meaningful in life, your spiritual life and connection, your friends and family, those you love, your purpose and mission in life, serving others. You have your peace and happiness and love reside in those things that you do have control over, and from things that you don't, a lesson or something good that came out of that. For example, in working with my abusive stepfather issues and having gone through that deep, deep, deep terror and deep depression from the self-esteem issues that came out of that, being called stupid all the time and other names. The deep, deep sadness and depression I went through, the anger at him that was residing deep, deep in my belly. Having gone through those experiences and mostly healed from them, I have this wonderful gift, this ability to connect with other people who are in deep depression, fear, anger. And they know just from speaking to me, they can feel it in my voice, see it in my eyes, that I've been there. I've been in those deep, dark depths. I know what it's like. And I know that there's a way through. So I have this incredible peace and joy and love in my life from having cleared those, and from realizing that they don't define me. Those experiences don't define who I am or how my life will be. That on the earthly level, the worldly level, everything comes and goes, good experiences, bad experiences. That who I am at my core is more and more free from that. And it took me going through those bad experiences and healing from them to find that freedom, that joy, that ease, that ultimate peace, that place of peace and ease inside that's always there waiting for us. What a beautiful gift. If I had had just a boring, happy life with a great family, then I might just be still chasing happiness and things of the world, cars and houses and relationship and work and all of those things. So I actually feel blessed, and having deeply explored that past and worked through the emotions, the wounds, the triggers that were still there, and being able to come to that peace and freedom that truly introduced me to something higher. So our life suffering can have a higher purpose. And by looking back, looking at the lessons learned, and growing through it, developing other capacities, other wisdom, other ways of being in the world, we can become so much better people, our lives so much more rich and meaningful. I hope some of this is helpful to you. The main points I want to leave with you are when these emotions arise, this fear, this feeling of being stuck or frozen, anger or sadness, when they arise, begin by taking some time out and going gently within and really exploring what's there, looking at the past, looking at those wounds, those triggers, looking at the current wounds and triggers from your current situation. Self-soothing, self-loving, self-healing, and strengthening, finding that place inside where there's this calm, clear, grounded, strong being, putting your faith, your life, your meaning, the way of being that you are choosing, placing them in that. Wishing you well in your journey.